real
like LeBron who get into the game.
Right.
Yeah, because LeBron's not the best athlete. He's not the best player. He got a good mind. And he played basketball.
And you got physical specimens. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that are just physically superior.
Yeah,
that wasn't George. George was just a really solid player. Like he really just understood the game.
He's never been physically gifted. Never.
No,
he wasn't fast.
He wasn't slow though.
He wasn't slow. He
just played ball, man.
He played ball.
I don't think it was nothing I ain't see George able to just go get. And he had that mentality. I remember like when I first came. Like that's one of the dudes I looked up to because coming from the north, you didn't see that type of that mentality, that aggression. You know what I'm saying? That desire to be good. You know what I'm saying? Pushing the new limits.
Another good running backs. Myron was a pretty good running back as well.
Myron who?
Pringle.
Oh yeah. My P.
Yeah, he was.
My P was all around though.
He was all around.
Smooth.
He played defense. He played offense. He played everything. He did everything. He was a good player.
Jo.
Yeah.
I think the only thing messed Myron up, he got hurt pretty bad. That was senior year.
Myron split his fingers too. He caught the ball came in.
I remember that
between his fingers. He split his hand. Like, what kind of weird ass thing you got going on? How does that happen? You know?
Yeah, we had a little squad. My boy Anthony Danella.
I be seeing Danella all the time.
Right. Carter, you got started already?
Yeah, Danella was tough, man. He was tough. He was dope.
Right. Say less.
Yeah, I miss the football days, man. We get back to it.
Hey, man.
I saw my homeboy yesterday. No, I mean, not yesterday. A couple of days ago at the club. He's like, yo, Vaughn, you want to do the semi-pro thing one more time? I said, man, I'm fat now, man. Right. You know?
All right. Hey, listen, you know what's crazy? The drive to do that at one point was insatiable. That was like all I wanted to do at one point in my life. To the point where to play football.
Period, yeah.
I remember being depressed, bro.
Because you couldn't play football?
Because I couldn't play no more. But when that moment really hit me, matter of fact, we for Broncos, right?
Yeah.
We won the championship game. Everybody was happy. We won the NAFL 2 league champs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me, Lee Jones, Cakes, Raymond, David.
I wasn't on that team.
Ty. I mean, it was
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty. Yeah. I mean,
the list been the running back.
The list go on and on. You know what I'm saying? And you mess around and we won the game. We won the championship game. And bro, I was sad. Like the minute after, I was sad.
It's over.
It was it. I knew it. I knew that was the highest I would ever go in a sport where I thought like I should have been pro. I had two brothers play pro ball. Eric Terrell was number 2 in high school coming out. Number 2 in the country. Godby High School, 4-1, Eric Terrell. He big time in Tallahassee, Florida. Bobby Bowden said he one of the greatest athletes Florida State ever had. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy, man, that the have such high expectations and then fall so low.
Yeah, man. Because I felt like to myself when I came out of high school, I just knew I could have did anything. My speed was amazing. Right. It was crazy. I never knew how fast I was until I started watching NFL football. And they started saying, oh, did he run a 4.4? And he's so fast. I'm like, I ran a 4.4 in high school, right? At the age of 16, 17. Right. So I'm like, yeah, I was 4.4. I ran a 4.4. I'm pretty fast.
Smoking them, bro.
Hey. I didn't know nothing about speed or none of that. I just knew I could get up and run. I didn't know how fast I really was.
Let me tell you, boy, when I came down here, boy, I was exposed to a different breed of athlete. Like down here in South Carolina, period. And I don't know why we don't matriculate at a higher rate. But you see the boys that do make it, Pinkney and them boys, Niles and them boys. Yeah. When them boys do make it out here, them boys do good work. AJ, you know what I'm saying? Them boys do good work.
AJ
and I don't know why. Greg Jones. I don't know why we don't come out more. But I'm just saying,
because
like,
it was about the scouting, and it was the fact that,
and it was about the schools too.
The schools as well.
Look at Clemson now. Look how much South Carolina players being retained now that them boys winning. When them Georgia schools and Florida schools been kicking everybody behind, all the dang Carolina boys want to go there. They want that big name. They want that chance for the NFL.
It's a big difference now because Clemson looking like they're unstoppable. Clemson look like they're gonna get everybody for the next 10 years. Right. Alabama is not the team anymore. It's Clemson now. Right. You see what I'm saying?
It happens in waves because as you become the team, you also become the top recruiter. Yeah, everybody want to play for the winning team, so you're gonna get the best talent. You know, I like that wave now. Them boys jumping to the HBCUs though.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna be major.
Bro.
See, now
that's real. That's real.
Put the money where it belongs. Because them top athletes going to these big schools and making these big schools money.
Lots of money.
Since the 90s and the bad boys of Miami, they're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame like how we get this started so quick. Think about all the superhero athletes that was around this area. You feel me? Imagine, you know how they treated you different. You move different.
Chris Gibbs, Terrence Bunton.
You move different.
Yeah. There you go. In my era growing up, Irvin Mims, the higher.
Irvin Mims been tough too.
Irvin Mims was tough. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of tough people. Like I said, Chris Gibbs,
He been tough too.
He been tough. Him and Terrence Bunton.
Terrence Bunton
Terrence still
tough.
play.
Hey, what's my man Herman Gaither?
Herman
the quarterback back then.
Herman be tough.
Yeah.
But Terrence still play football. He played fag football.
Still
They won the championship last year.
Right. Sure did.
For like $1 million.
Right.
Yeah.
TV still out there doing it. Flag football.
TV got next level. 37, 38 now.
Right.
Yeah,
He always been a weight room guy. He always been a take good care of his body type of athlete.
So it's not like your age is stopping you from playing. It's just your heart nowadays. Everything different now.
Oh, I know it. No, it's my age, bro. No, it's not. Listen, boy, my knees don't work like that no more, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember Von P. True story. I remember when I used to get up for the bus. My dad would be like, "Hey, boy, you about to miss the bus." I would run outside. It'd be frosty outside. I'm in Delaware now. I'm running on ice, so my feet just like, I'm running in place, full speed, running on ice, running down the, like, you know how fast you gotta be to freaking keep your balance, running on ice, running down the bus.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
chasing the bus.
It ain't gonna happen like
every
that
day.
right
Boy, I pulled something, boy. Soon first piece of ice, my foot touched. I'm done. That's it. Somebody gotta get me, man. Pull, hand me, quad.
Yeah, because we haven't been exercising like that. You see what I'm saying?
Exercise. I breathe heavy going up the steps.
I had to hop across my washing machine.
Hold up, man. Why you gotta hop across the washing machine?
I was trying to find the water heater panel,
okay,
and it had a little door in the laundry room beside the washing machine. So I pulled it out, and I was like, man, all these hoses, I can't go through that. So I gotta hop on top of the washing machine, man. And I had the brace set up and grab with 2 arms, rock. I said, man, I ain't sweating.
Boy, it's different now,
man.
Boy, it's different now.
Hey, look, I look at something and start sweating.
No, it's different.
Hey, like a lot of work.
Hey, let me tell you the I think the biggest age indicator for a man is how much rounds you got in you. How much rounds you got in you, boy?
Rounds?
That tell you where your age level's at.
What do you mean rounds?
Rounds, my nigga. Rounds, like,
Rounds.
Hey, you young man? Hey, look. Okay, let's do a comparison.
Stroking to death.
Hey, look. No. Hey, but look, some of the boy got one good session though.
All right,
but
one
listen,
good session.
Shout out to
was
Mello.
18,
We just lost Mello granddaddy, man.
When you was 18 versus now, what you at?
Let me think.
You still got 4 sessions in you?
Yeah, let me think. 18.
Hold on. 18?
When you was 18 versus now, how many sessions you think you could?
That's different.
No, I'm just saying, when you was 18, where you was at, you think? In a day. What's your session level was in a day?
18.
When I've been younger, I've been trying to go for all the 3 and 4 rounds.
All for the 3 and 4
I was trying to go for it, just to do it. There ain't nothing but coming out, but I wanted to do it, you know what I'm saying? Just to do it. And that was the big difference. I wanted to do it just to do it, but...
Versus, you 35, right, bro?
Just turned 36.
36
last Monday.
versus 36.
The 36 me want to go for one good round.
One good round, boy.
And get out of
maybe
there.
A backup play, maybe.
I mean, I can.
But
I can
look, hold on, let's hear from Willie, because Willie in tip-top condition right now.
Willie's
Let's talk to somebody who is in better condition right now.
My body broke down, man. Huh? My body's shot.
It's not.
But listen, I'm going to get my rounds in there.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, Willie got the mega knees.
Hey, you turn into Superman.
Listen, no, I ain't
Turn
know
into
about
Superman a little bit.
No, Superman too aggressive in it.
Listen, I'm sleep.
I don't know, man. Some of them like it aggressive, though.
I'm sleep by the time she get the towel. Like my man said. By the time she go get the towel, I'm sleep. I'm tired.
Hey, but also,
tired.
hold on. So let me. It might be too personal, but I don't know what it is. But are you in a committed relationship? Are you okay? You married?
I'm married, boy.
Okay, so you married. See, I gotta ask, man. Hey, me and classmate only seen each other a few times.
Like that, Vaughn.
No, listen, man. No, I gotta ask my boy this. Because I'm about to go somewhere important. I'm about to go somewhere important. So, we talking about the rounds and the one good round and this and that.
How the woman feel about it?
No, I wouldn't even. Hey, but you could go there. I got something else for you. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm about to say like this though.
I mean, I guess.
So when you've been with somebody for a long time though.
First of all, Vaughn don't know, but go ahead.
Yeah,
Vaughn.
when you've been with somebody for a long time, like you've been with your old lady
for the longest time, yeah.
How many years you got in it?
What year is this? 2020? 2020?
You trying to set that man up?
13
you gotta
years.
answer that shit.
13
Vaughn,
years.
you gotta answer that.
13
You
years.
gotta answer that
Hey,
question.
Vaughn wanted to come on the couch.
Get to the win.
Hey,
Vaughn
P
13
wanted to
years.
come here today. We got to do it.
Let's do it. 13 years.
That's a
13
hard
years?
question though.
Me and you,
Well,
me and you,
14
fellas don't
years.
keep track of time.
Hey,
14 years.
me
A
and
long
you,
time.
we in the same spot.
Yeah.
In the same spot.
Yeah.
So so what I'm saying is we qualified to ask this question and
Yeah,
we qualified to answer this question at the moment. Would you say that,
I've gotten better over time?
have you?
Yeah.
We
As
talking
a
about
lovemaker.
rounds still?
Yeah. Yeah.
As a lovemaker, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now does
Because-
being with one woman, do you think that has something to do with the fact
Well,
that you've gotten better as a lovemaker?
you would feel like you've gotten better because you know how to satisfy that one partner. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
okay.
different stroke for different folks because different women require different things.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Understood.
saying? So her body is used to your touch already as a man, and now you know how to satisfy that woman every time you touch her. You know what you're going for. You know what the dot at what I'm aiming for. Another female may want it totally different.
Right.
So you know
And you might be lost in the sauce.
you might be lost because you might be thinking, oh yeah, bro, I'm about to kill this thing, and because you vibing off that other woman's body. So
Right,
therefore, when you
right.
sleeping with this woman, you sleeping with her like the same way you sleep with this other woman, and she like, I don't like any of that. You know what I'm saying? So
Understood.
so now it's like you might think your lovemaking skills are good, but you might be garbage. It's all about the ability to adapt, to figure out what your partner wants, and to say, okay, that defines you as a lovemaker. Being able to adapt to the situation and figure out what somebody else wants. Feeling their body out, feeling their vibe, feeling what she's telling you, because, you know, when it comes to women, some women, like a lot of them, the orgasms, they won't have one with you unless they have an emotional attachment with you. Unless they feel like
The
open.
big O.
Yeah, if you're not open
Vaughn
to
done dropped the
Hey,
big
you,
O.
you said it though, because Vaughn,
said
you're right.
something now.
It's not one size fits all.
it's not. It's definitely not.
And really, your attraction level is dependent on the one attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't gauge how good you is. You know what I'm saying? You can't determine that. That's really the woman's determination.
Determination.
You could think that you're great and be trash.
So on the other side of that is it also your determination to judge whether or not she's great or not?
Of course, but you know, and it's also like Von P said though, it's different for everybody. So you could be in a relationship and think that your partner is weak in that area, and somebody on the outside could think that your partner is great in that area,
Right.
and they could have a stronger bond because
a stronger connection.
they might have a stronger sexual vibe than you got within your relationship, because all relationships that's not the pivotal stone. It's not built on that, and most successful relationships definitely ain't built on that, because that thing could sway with the season. It get cold, you might want a beard. You know what I'm saying? It get hot, you might want a skinny guy. Like that thing change,
Yeah, I
and
understand what you're
it
saying.
change with the season. So most relationships gonna be built on mutual respect, love, understanding, commitment, compassion, all those good things. And so that's just a different dynamic. So it's different, and that's why you got to be careful of how you broach that situation. If it was, say, you was having friction, because that's a lot of times how Jody step in right there, because Jody gonna know how to, you know what I'm saying? Jody want to figure out how to make that thing, because every girl every guy, every person want to feel a certain spiritual connection. You know what I'm saying? Period.
And what I had to
Hold
learn,
up, so you said guys do too? You said guys want. So guys don't just want sex all the time.
No, we want a connection.
Guys
with that woman
want
as well.
spiritual connections too.
The bigger the connection
I
is with
think
that
that's
woman,
important. I mean, I think guys get the bad rap for the fact that a lot of people don't know guys seek spiritual connections too.
a lot of women believe.
Ooh, that's touchy though.
A lot of
say
guys
something.
think. A lot
Let me
of
say
people
something.
think.
A lot of
Go ahead,
women.
Bubba, go ahead. We
a
come
lot
back.
of-
We come back.
A lot of women believe that just because they naked and we see them in a bed, that we just gonna break hard and we want you.
I do. I don't know about you. I see the thing naked in the
Boy,
bed,
man,
boy.
you can't do this
Let's
to
go,
Will, man.
Go ahead though.
Well,
Hey,
it's not like that. You ever met a girl?
got you.
You ever met a
Hold on,
woman?
you talking about your girl or just any random girl?
A random girl.
Oh no, my fault. Hold on now.
Yeah, a random girl.
Be
You said-
specific
you said
with the
random.
Be specific with the comment.
Let's say you
because
met
if
a-
my girl butt naked in the bed.
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah,
I'm ready.
Your old lady's different. But I'm
But you
saying,
talking about a random
when
girl?
you was
Oh, yeah,
younger,
yeah.
when you was younger and you first met a female, you were like, I'm interested in this girl here. I want her. And you and her finally got to the pivotal moment, and next thing you know, your meeting work.
That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but that could be a lot of things, homeboy.
No,
hold on, let me defend us for a minute.
That
That could be a lot of things, homeboy.
Every time I
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
my shit don't
All
work.
right,
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What is it, bro?
Like
What you
I gotta like
you
you
think
first.
it
I
is?
can't just.
It's what he's telling you right now.
Okay.
That's like.
Women, understand this.
I ain't on that. Off the top, I'm not
Understand
thinking weird,
this.
but I'm not feeling you. Off the
If
top
we
like
don't
that.
like you like that in the beginning, our meat not gonna work for you. It's not.
I had more times that it didn't work than it did.
That's the
on some
flip.
real stuff.
But look, that's almost the flip of what you said about the whole orgasm thing with a female. You know?
Exactly.
Some
And that's how
guys
their body-
ain't gonna be able to unlock certain treasures that's hidden within a woman.
A woman will
If
stop
she's not-
herself
right.
from orgasming because if she
It's a
releases
subconscious
herself,
collection.
if she
She
releases
don't feel
herself to
confident
you,
enough releasing herself to
to
certain
you,
dudes.
exactly.
Hey,
so
that's
she'll stop herself.
Let's
deep,
talk.
man.
Let's talk turn offs then.
Oh
What
Lord.
is-
well, everybody got their own.
Yeah,
individual.
that's why we're gonna talk it. So we just get personal.
Smells.
So what's smells?
Smells.
Everybody got a certain trigger that on and off switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not even
Turn
that.
offs.
It's
Damn,
not
bro,
even
that's
that.
a deep question you just.
It's not even that. Just with like when y'all
I
got
want
said.
to know about the social emotional though. Don't tell me about
Okay,
the,
all right.
the physical.
Hey,
because
hey.
those things. Tell me what's the spiritual turn off? What's your emotional? What like get deep with it. Like tell me what really
a
caused
big
you not
turn
to
off
respond
inside
like
the
that?
opposite sex to me is vulgar language, the way she talks. You feel what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
okay.
And especially the way she
Why?
talks to me as a man.
That's a
Why
turn
does
off,
that
too.
bother you?
Yeah, that's a turn off.
Because I feel like I'm a higher being. I'm a man, so
Right.
I'm gonna treat you with respect. Treat me with respect. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
And I
right,
feel
right.
like you seen the test they did with the rice. They took rice. They put 2 containers of rice. One rice. I hate you every day. The rice turned brown, moldy, black.
Wow. See,
The
I know
other rice.
exactly what you're talking
I
about.
love you.
Positive
Positive
affirmations, homeboy.
And if you keep tearing down my spirit with the negative talk, the
I'm
disrespect,
gonna turn negative too.
I'm gonna turn negative because
Yeah,
you're
that's
tearing me
real.
down negatively.
Fact.
So you know,
And I think some
You're
women
breaking
do
me
that.
down.
They break you down.
Some
Breaking
women
me
do
down
that without
spiritually.
knowing, and then one day they see that furious person or that evil come out, and they wonder where that might have
with
came
my
from.
wife, we had to.
Could have
with
been
my
building
wife-
that evil
And
man.
it's with my
talking
wife,
about?
there's something we had to work on as well because she says, you know, you just talking, but the way you talk to me hurts my feelings. And you know, I was like, you just tripping. You see what I'm saying? But
Okay.
words, like
Words
they say,
have power,
they
man.
have so much power.
Lots of
People
power.
need to start respecting the power. of
Lots
words,
of power.
man.
I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Because a person that's good with words and uses them in ways where they can be understood and they can understand other people, at times you think everybody else can do that.
Everybody
You know?
can't speak.
Everybody can't
Everybody
exactly
cannot vocalize
convey
what
how they
yeah,
feel
they
either.
can't.
But tell me why
yeah.
everybody good at conveying hate though?
Because it's natural to
Because
be
it's a
evil.
natural.
It's natural to be evil.
People,
It's
hard to
natural.
be good.
It's
hard
easy.
to be
You
good.
see a little kid can spew hate.
That's deep.
That's how I know hate is a weak and basic emotion.
Yeah, it's rough.
Because it can be exhibited by a dog.
You're right.
What humanistic quality do you need to demonstrate hate? None thereof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right,
So
but that's
for,
different.
for the people out here hating on people, like that's an inhumane quality. That's supposed to be absolved from humanity for the fact that it doesn't make sense. Regardless of if I want you harm, hurting myself ain't even gonna hurt you anyway.
We said something about
What's the
this.
strongest reaction a human has or strongest emotion? Y'all know? Fear.
Fear, eh?
Fear.
Facts.
And fear is what begets hate.
You see what I'm
To be
saying?
honest, if you
No,
think about it,
fear.
Not necessarily,
To
because
me, it do.
fear can also beget love. Because if you see your child in the street, it's fear that's gonna put you in between that car and that child. You'll take the car full
But
on.
see, that's different-
fear.
that's different
So
types
fear-
of
you could look
fear.
at it
that's why
as fear,
no,
or you could look at it as motivation.
no, it's a
That's my child. I'm finna get that motherfucker.
If you look at the science of it though, adrenaline.
Okay.
When adrenaline hits you, the stage is called fight or flight. That's what you should learn in school. That means you
Right.
have a choice on how to respond to that adrenaline influx.
Right.
You
right.
can choose fear. You feel me?
If a
Or you
man
can choose
pulls a-
courage. You can choose hate, or you can choose love. But you could be equally
But-
motivated by fear. So fear is not necessarily a negative thing in itself. It's what keeps you alive. It's how you use that fear
I hear what
that
you're saying.
determines your
Different
course
types
of
of
action.
fear.
Guess what? It's a thin line between all of them shit. They too close alike.
They
for
too
me.
close,
I
yeah.
can't give them definitive reason. They too close to me.
But they're
You know what I'm
completely
saying?
different.
I don't know, bro.
They call it a
When it
thin
comes-
line because it's the same action
It's
that brings you there.
It's a thin line between love and hate. If a person has misunderstandings on love, they're going to misconstrue hate. If a person has misunderstandings on hate, they're going to misconstrue love. Them shits is that close, Bubba.
And
that's why I really can't give him a
defense. You absolutely correct.
A man who fails you, let's say
he love you though.
Let's say I gave you $1,000. Me and you homeboy, be best friends.
All right.
You gonna feel to yourself, man, I'm gonna take forever to pay that man $1,000. But if he was afraid of me,
you can get that goddamn money.
I'm gonna get that money because
that
it's fair.
money. Yeah, that's deep.
Because you feel like I'm gonna do something to you. Now you feel like your life is in danger. Your mortality is threatened, so therefore you gonna do whatever it takes to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like when people are drowning, they push the other person under the water, trying to save them because they're trying to live.
But I think I'm gonna say this because I feel like y'all confusing the word the cause for the reaction. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fear is what sparks the adrenaline.
Yeah.
But whether you're a coward or whether you're brave is a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody wants to fight you, adrenaline hits you. It hits everybody. I don't care how big or how tough you are. If you're smart, adrenaline could, because you're understanding now you're in a situation. But how you respond to that situation, that determines if you're courageous or if you're fearful. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a choice, man. Just like John said, but it's a thin line between love and hate. But think about it. It's also one door between in and out. But they're two very different extremes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're two different directions.
Yeah.
You understand? They're both a doorway, but you make the choice if you're going to be fearful or you're going to be faithful. And that's a choice.
I mean, like I said, everybody has their own decisions, their own choices. But like I said, when it comes to fear, unadulterated fear, like when you go in that haunted house and you think somebody about to come out and take your life, that but the haunted house is a little different because at the end of the day you're not going to die.
That's
scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Say you're feared. Yeah. Say you're scared.
I'd be afraid of that.
I'll be afraid.
Got you.
So when you're afraid of someone and you genuinely scared of that person, your reaction is going to be different.
Hey, but check this. You speaking on fear, right?
Yes.
What do you fear for your daughter?
I've thought about it. I've constantly thought about it because I have 3 girls, 1 boy, and I don't want my kids to be taken advantage of. If you meet some like men are my biggest fear for my daughters.
Why?
Because
that got me right there. Because you say out of this whole world, men
are my biggest fear for my daughters.
Okay.
Because when I was younger, I had a girlfriend. I'm 16, she 14, 15.
Okay.
I knew the things I did with my girlfriend when I was younger. Sex doesn't bother me. I don't. My daughters growing up and having sex. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all because I don't want to
think about my daughter in that word, boy.
That doesn't bother me. It used to bother me because I used to say to myself, man, I don't want no dude hopping around doing this, getting my baby pregnant and all that. But that's part of life because and I don't want to instill a negative stigma.
You had got somebody baby pregnant though.
Exactly. I don't want to install a negative stigma in my children, telling them sex is bad, sex is wrong, sex is evil, and now they sneaking to do it. Now they sneaking out the window.
You got the right mindset.
Yeah, so
you got a very healthy mindset as a parent.
Yeah, so I don't want to cause that because the more and more you challenge, a child will challenge you. You see what I'm saying? The more and more you try to put that belt tighter, the more and more they're gonna try to break free and they're gonna challenge you. And I say
freedom, boy.
The pastor
daughter, boy. Bruh, when you on higher levels, you get higher devils, Them boys send them evils after your daughter if they can't reach you. If they can't reach you, they send it after your family, boy.
Of your children.
This is what I want to know. And this is a tough question. Would you want your daughter to be with a man like you?
Yeah.
Yes. Most definitely, boy. Hell yeah, boy. Hey, the reason I say that, let me tell you why I say that now. Because of one thing, bruh. One thing that I got that I need for my daughter husband to have, bruh. Some type of faith in God that's real. See, if a man got some type of faith, bruh, I don't give a fuck what he go through. He gonna get right. I might not have been the best. Let me tell you some crazy shit, bruh. I might not have been the best guy to a man's daughter. But I can look that man in the eye every time I see him. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I asked this man to marry his daughter, you know what he told me? Yeah. He said, yeah, John. Yeah, sure, man. You already my son-in-law. He said, plus, I know you know how to handle them. Now, what father have you ever heard tell a person that's asking to marry their daughter,
you know how to handle it?
Sure, I'm with it because you know how to handle them. He knew that I was not just taking on my wife, but I was taking on his wife. You get what I'm saying? Because that's my mama too now. So when he meant handle, he didn't mean handle in the sense of roughness.
He knew.
He meant that if the situation called for compassion, I could deliver that. If the situation called for me to get dirty, I could handle it. If the situation called for me to rise to an occasion or a level that I ain't reached yet, he knew I could handle that.
And you knew that you could
know
protect his child.
And when he told me that, I was ready then. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what time it was, and I hope that I can be that transparent as a man when my time comes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I could be tough as he was right there. That man told me, yeah, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I hope that I can be that way.
My wife's father, he didn't like me when he first met me.
Hey, and let me say this real quick before I go. For you go. Any doggone man that your daughter go with, right, or marry, always give them boys a chance. I know that sounds crazy.
No,
that sounds crazy as hell. But if you flex too hard against somebody, your daughter gonna naturally cling to that.
She gonna cling to him even more.
I don't give a damn what you say. Any guy that you say don't bring him back around here no more, she gonna sneak and talk.
She gonna sneak and talk to him.
You know what I mean?
My daddy don't like him, but I like him. I'm gonna give her more reason to like
him. So you gotta act cool with all them boys. You gotta play that position.
You said you had two, right?
Yeah, you said you had two.
You said you want a daughter to marry a man like you.
Man like you.
Yeah. I want my daughter to marry a man like me because, bruh, I might not be perfect. I ain't never claimed my was. No man's perfect.
Ain't no man perfect.
We done did what we could do.
Ain't no woman perfect.
Ain't no woman perfect either. Right. But the man I am, I'm gonna make sure you're straight. I'm gonna make sure this family taken care of, and I'm gonna make sure we above water. You see what I'm saying?
Oh man.
A man's job always has been
Holy Ghost out
a man's job has always been to provide for his family, to take care of his family, and make sure his family thrives. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can relate to that. You making sure your family eat, no matter what you gotta do. If you gotta go out there and clean toilets, guess what you gonna do? You gonna go out there and clean toilets and make sure your family alright. You gonna make sure these kids eating.
Well, not at this point.
Not at this point in life.
Not at this point, Bubba. You got other tools to work with. But if you had limited tools,
let me say this.
If you had limited tools and resources,
maybe this is why I said no, man.
Okay.
When I asked that question, both y'all boys was quick. Y'all boys were like, yeah. And for me,
let's hear about it, dude. Why do you feel like you wouldn't want your daughter to meet a man like you? Man, I think you a damn good dude.
Listen, I think you a great dude.
Shit.
Would I want my daughter to be with a man like me? Hell no. Hell no.
Okay, I got to know why, bro.
Yeah,
I got to know why.
You got some secret stuff we don't know about?
She needs somebody better.
Better?
I got you,
She needs somebody better than me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm honest, she needs somebody better than me. You look at...
Better in what ways?
In every way. Like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of things. People see me in a lot of different venues.
A lot of different lights.
A lot of different little talents or little knickknacks. And if you get to know me on a one-on-one, you'd be like, oh, that's a pretty talented, well-put-together guy, pretty smooth. But that don't necessarily mean that I've been the best guy in relationships.
Bro, who is the best
guy? Who is, bro?
It gotta be somebody. It gotta be somebody better than me. No.
Bro, listen, bro. I don't know now.
It gotta be somebody better than me.
Really, if it ain't a certain category, Bubba, and I say this as your brother, I say this as your friend. If it ain't a certain category that somebody ain't fucking up in, then they ain't human.
Yeah, pretty much.
They ain't human.
You want your child to marry an android or something that don't make no mistakes?
I want her to marry a dude.
She ain't even gonna like the android dude. She gonna want a nigga that makes some mistakes. That's the bad part.
Listen, man.
Okay, I want my wife. Hey, no, I'm with you on that though. No, I'm with you on that.
I can't come up with that.
I would like for my daughter.
I know myself. If I'm real with myself, don't look at me and be like, oh yeah, I envy. Don't ever envy me in my relationship, because there ain't no relationship I ever had that was sunshine. Ain't no girl I ever been with that I ain't had problems. Ain't no relationship I ain't never experienced struggle and people looking and other people in and out.
Hell yeah,
every relationship I experienced that, dog.
Hey, bro, that's all of us though. A lot of niggas just be
fronting. People assume that you or me or somebody else is straight, and that's what caused them to hate.
Boy,
you assume that they got this pretty
little, on the wrong thing.
This pretty little picket fence.
Okay, let me bust it down for you.
Ain't never been green in
Let me bust it down for you real quick.
Ain't never
Let me bust it down for you real quick.
Don't envy me.
Anything you ever had in your life, if it came easy, what was it worth? If you put something into it, what was it worth? You see what I'm saying? It got some
put
value.
in.
It's
Everything
worth
you put
something.
in.
So what I say that to say, bruh, that's the same way it boiled down in the relationship, boy. If them people working too much on this, and you might see all the nice whips, the cars, the picket fence, all that. But it's a shame that poor lady fucking her trainer. Oh, it's a shame that poor fella got to fly to Argentina to get some nookie because she ain't busting it down no more.
Speaking of that,
You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got situations. Everybody got situations.
Everybody got daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So everybody got daughters. So now I'm asking this. You ain't gonna answer this question.
We gonna answer.
Listen. So y'all still.
Boy, P deep in his poker right now, boy. That joke was so tough. He having a real conversation playing poker.
Y'all still see strippers and y'all.
No, I don't never think about that. I don't.
Hold up, strippers where, bro?
So listen. After
Hold
you had
up,
your
run it
daughter,
back.
and
I
you
missed the
started-
question.
After you had your daughter.
Okay.
Do you see
Did it
strippers
not
in the
change
same
the
light?
way that you looked at strippers and pornography?
Oh, now I got you.
And did it not change you?
Man.
Oh no, I don't want to see my baby with the
Bruh.
board, dog.
Now listen, the
Oh,
first
shit.
time, listen
Bro,
now,
you just did
that
some
pop in
crazy
your
shit.
head
It's
when
a
you-
story about
Come on
Pinky the
now.
porn star, bro, where she's in an interview telling people somebody asked her, did her peoples know she did porn or something, and her daddy had made a statement saying that he had favorites out of her porn she did. Pinky, porn star, if y'all remember her, you know what I'm saying?
See, some people.
That's kind of deep, though.
Some people raise different.
That's kind of deep,
Like
though,
my
bro.
baby talented. My
All
baby
I
got
can
talent.
tell you is this.
I don't give a damn how
Bruh,
talented my
listen.
girl is.
Okay, but hold up. Let's talk about the strippers and the porn stars.
It ain't gonna
Hey,
happen.
hold up.
Favorite?
But can we talk about the strippers and the porn
That
stars
was
for a minute?
somebody wrote that statement. He didn't really say
No,
it.
listen, bro. No, boy.
was PR.
Listen, let's talk about
That's
yeah, it might have been PR. But check this out. Let's talk about the strippers and the porn stars, though. Do you think that most women that become strippers or porn stars did it because of the lack of the love from the dad
Nope.
or experience with them?
Nope.
Or-
Mm-mm.
That's
They did it
cliche. So
strictly
you
for the
you
money.
don't you think that they
That's
did it
strictly
I
for the
think
money.
that's
strictly
cliche.
for the money? You think that's
for the
just
money.
stuff they
Most
say?
strippers goddamn that.
I done heard a lot of stories, man.
You know what I'm saying? Most
heard a
of them
lot
might
of
have been
stories.
over
I know
goddamn.
plenty strippers that daddy loved them to death, and they just wanted some more money. People
Okay.
make a lot of decisions based on
Okay.
financial stability. If you don't have the money, you can do it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of decisions are made.
But I'll say this. My sister told me this. She said, you gotta watch out because a woman that was stripped is a different type of woman. This is out the mouth of a baby.
Hold up, your sister said that?
My sister said,
How old
what
is
do
she?
you- My sister,
40.
43.
And she said that a woman that was stripped.
At this time, she was 34, 30. You know what I'm saying? This was I was young.
Okay.
And I was dating a girl who was a stripper. And she didn't say like, oh, you can't be with her. She said, listen, you got to watch out because a woman that will strip is a different type. It takes a different type of woman to go out there and be
And-
naked in front of men.
That's deep.
Not to say that's a bad woman. You feel me?
It just-
But
So,
it takes a different type of
And
woman.
when she's saying different, I think she mean don't cuff that one, bro.
No, when she's saying
You
different.
don't think she don't mean that?
No,
don't
not at all.
cuff that one, bro.
Nah.
No, I think when she's saying
Shit.
different, she's saying that woman.
My
has
sister would have said don't
She's
cuff that one.
saying that woman has a strong mind, and that woman can handle herself. That woman has a
That what
different
you
type
think?
of mindset
Right.
because this woman's saying, "Hey, listen."
But that's a good thing though. That means
That
you
woman
should
got a
date the
strong
stripper
mind.
then.
That's what I'm hearing.
So
You
okay,
should
so
date-
hold up, let's run it back.
because
Then.
she's
Let's
not
run
gonna
it
deal.
back though.
She's not gonna deal with your bullcrap.
Well,
Because
so
she
hold
feel
on.
like
I read the statement as this.
Okay, what's your interpretation?
I read it as this.
'Cause me and P
It
got
it wasn't definitive to say she's A, B, or C. It was to say you understand that she is not the typical woman.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't deal with her like a typical woman in a typical situation.
So she just was
She's
giving you a heads up.
atypical, right?
She's giving you a little heads
she's
up.
Different. in
You gotta
some
have
way.
a different playbook here.
You gotta approach this a little
She
different.
hair a little different.
She might be a little more freaky. I don't know. She
Which
might be a
means-
little more. She might. I don't know.
Which
She might be
means-
aggressive. Like
Hey,
Poppy said.
she might
be,
feed your desire in a way to end up controlling
She
your
might
mind.
be more comfortable with herself.
I
She
mean,
might not be ready. She
but
might be able to handle
But
herself.
that's
She's
the
okay with her
same
body.
thing. But
You
that's
know
saying
what I'm
the
saying?
same thing about the
But
women.
can you love a stripper though? Honestly, with every so you can love a stripper,
I love that girl.
knowing that every night. Hold on, let's talk about though. But why did the love cease to exist if you loved her so?
But we mean.
Why did y'all
You
stop
had
talking?
loved her once. Why did it stop?
But she wasn't a stripper when I met her.
Oh, so she's an ex-stripper. Well, this is a whole nother situation then, bro. Say no more. I'm talking about active
But hold
stripper
on,
though.
hold on.
Like,
I need to know,
I could
can you
love
love a
Yeah, I
woman
could love a stripper.
who, knowing she gonna bust it down naked tonight,
I could love a stripper.
and your 6 homeboys might
Throwing
come in
money
that
at
bit, and then later on you cuffing them, and you gotta sleep with them now.
Well, listen.
Can you handle
All
it?
strippers ain't created equal.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
So you can date a classier.
Stripping is a profession.
It is a job, like any other job.
I respect it though.
If you're a classy person and you strip, you can be a classy stripper. Period.
What about the brothels in Germany? What about the sex brothels in Germany?
No, I can't be married to no whore. Like, you can't be getting smashed. Now, if you shake your ass, listen.
So you said shaking your boogie is straight. You can shake your boogie now, but you can't bust it open.
Listen,
as long as you don't bust it open.
I should say it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you bring it back home.
That's what I was about to ask you. So could you go with a porn star?
You're a real one, though.
Could you go with a porn star?
A porn star?
Yeah, could you go to a porn star?
Hell no.
Could you see your old lady getting bust down by 13 inches and then come back home to your 7.5?
No.
How would you feel about that?
Hey, listen, I can't do it,
come back,
I'm
I'm gonna have that look on my face like,
look, 13? Hey, listen, but what's gonna really get you is when you see that ulterior person come out on camera that you never seen before.
Oh yeah.
That's what you ain't gonna be able to handle. You might can handle her fucking somebody else, but what's gonna get you is when you see,
it.
This thing for real.
Huh?
Ice-T different though. Ice-T a cool ass nigga, man. But we still care about things. We still care about things at this point in our life, bro. We still care.
It's like when you were young.
Watch my girl get smashed.
Listen, y'all.
Hey, hold up. But then again, when you get to a certain money, hold on. Let's talk about the money real quick. Do y'all feel this way real quick, bro? When you get to a certain money bracket, it changes morals.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest, man. Like I've seen this in America.
Perverts.
I've seen it.
They are.
All the wealthy people turn to perverts.
Yo, I think that wealthy people really think they
a couple
God.
million less, Bill probably still be with us.
I think they God, bro.
They do.
God, like,
you know what though? Maybe not. Maybe in truth, there's a deficit in all of us.
Okay.
Maybe that our financial limitations happen to be a captivity that keeps us from our greatest inhibitions. You know
That's something.
Maybe there's a reason why all of us ain't rich, because imagine power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. You understand what I'm saying?
Who are you with a lot of money?
Look at all these people that become extremely powerful. That's not always the best cause of action. If I think about the people who died, look at Michael, Prince, Whitney. We're talking about the people that got all the money in the world and yet they can't find any bit of happiness. So if that's the cause, let me be poor and happy. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe the money ain't so goddamn glorious. You know what I mean?
Bro, you know how many times I play with that in my mind? I say, when I'm getting money, the person I become is so different than when the person who I'm in a deficit.
Right. I'll put it this way.
When I'm in a deficit, I'm forced to use more resources. You got me?
Right.
Like, I have to care more about what I'm doing.
Right.
When I got the money, I may say I'll pay for it.
Right.
But I got to put in the work myself when I don't have the money.
But hold on. Let me interject this, and I want to get the Vaughn on this one. Because I got to play devil's advocate here. I'm thinking about my own life and how many times I try to do something and I was abandoned. I'm thinking about how many projects laid by the wayside. I just need 1-2 people to come ride with me. Okay. I got farm, I got tractors, I got non-profit CEOs. I done tried to do so many things. You know. Dude, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to tell me. You preaching to the choir.
P Patroller, you know, how many times have we gone and look about what we talked about earlier. So imagine now with all this that I got to incur and I finally make it. You don't think I'm pissed off now to an extent? You don't think that I got some kind of animosity to everybody who did not want to give me a little bit of help? And talk on it. I just, you know what
Jay-Z say? Is this what success is all about?
I'm bunch
of niggas acting like bitches with big mouth. Like success ain't always what you think it is.
When I was broke, I had all the friends in the world. I'm telling you, everybody's my friend because I was in the same plateau. Everybody was my homeboy. We all could chill together. We all can be 14, 15 deep in the same room, and it was no problem because everybody was in the same financial situation. Everybody was comfortable. Nobody was mad. Nobody was hating because you ain't had nothing to show for it. I used to go to work, make my little paycheck, my little $300, $400, $500 a week, and we would blow our money on drinks, women, and do whatever. It was just life. We always living comfortably. But when you get inside a different tax bracket than other people, then that's when a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy and a lot of hate takes over because the question becomes, why him, not me? You know what I'm saying? You think you're better than me. I've never said I was better than you. I just said I want better than you. You see what I'm saying?
I showed you I want
better. So I went out there and I pushed.
And we ain't got it.
Yeah, I went out there and got it. So now it's a problem because I went and got it. Like, what's the problem with me saying I want my family to live in this new house, or I want to buy these cars, or I want to take these trips and I want to see a better life for me and mine? You got mad at me because I wanted to do better.
Hate you because you want a little better for you.
You hate me because I wanted to do better than what you was trying to do.
But see, let me
But you
come in.
loved me when I wasn't.
I got something to say about that too, because I dealt with that on levels since I was young, bruh. 16, 17, 18. Having, I got drive, man. I'm a go. I'm a believe. I got faith. Like, so a lot of times I'm the one to kind of jumpstart a lot of things. Like, I've been a motherfucking trailblazer my whole life, right? So something that occurred with me was a lot of my people thought I had it, but they didn't know that I was fucking in the middle of the hustle trying to make the flip too.
Struggle.
That's what I do, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw how my people flexed on me, it did make me feel a way because I thought that they was gonna ride with me, right?
No.
But guess what though? I ain't mad at none of them. I truly forgave all of them, and that's to go into what Willie said, because if you was on the bottom and it didn't look good right there, and you see a person moving up because of your deficit and your mindset, you can't be happy for me. But I ain't mad at you, cuz. You understand? You can't help me along the way, but I ain't mad at you, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem.
It's like that sometimes. You can't be mad at them when they can't help you along the way. You gotta
them,
find somebody who's willing to help you.
There's people,
or do it yourself.
No, there's people who don't know you from anybody that's willing to stick their neck out for you and help you because the character that they see, the qualities that they see.
That's deep.
You see what I'm saying?
Strangers be lining up.
Like, yo, my man, I like him.
That's usually how you get on.
Strangers, bro.
You gotta leave because it's
strangers.
Now,
why niggas don't love you where you from, though? What is that about?
Because
how come it's so hard in your hometown?
You know why?
My homegirl said this last night.
But
my homegirl said this last night to a dude. We was just sitting down all talking, and she said, "Hey, my man, you gotta be about your hustle." She said, "You got the same 24 hours a day I got to go out here and do what you gonna do." She said, "Don't come to me asking for handouts when you woke up this morning." And she said, "You ain't come around here until you've been down and out." She said, "But when you up," she told the guy, "when you up, you go see your other people, your other friends, you go do whatever. But you come to me when you down and out." She said, "You got to stay in 24 hours." She said, "Come to me when you got it. Come to me when you can do it."
And that's the person who already took some abuse, though. See, they've been reaching out for a long time to that person.
Let me answer that for you. Real talk, true experience. When I was a young boy, my first legit job, airing my kids, night shift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Night shift.
I remember
part-time night shift.
over here by
Labico.
Yeah, I remember.
I was in and out with the law. You feel me? Real talk.
He was a bad apple, man.
Pops came and saved me. And
that nigga said you was a bad apple.
Hey, but listen though.
I remember though.
And so what I learned from that situation is when I rose up to DO, Director of Operations, the people who hated me most was the staff.
I was about to say the other workers.